Welcome to Boat Training Online. I'm Sean Pollard. I want to tell you a little story about when I was stationed on a buoy tender. I was the chief bosun mate, and we were billeted for 18 non-rates, entry-level personnel. And the thing about entry-level people are that they might not necessarily want to be doing what you're doing. We're on a buoy tender. We're working buoys, and it's a hard job. It's a very dangerous job, and you know, it smells. There's not a lot of good, stuff to it, except that at the end of the day, you can see what you got accomplished, and it's an important job. So anyway, like I said, I was billeted for 18, and I very rarely ever had. I don't know that I ever had 18. But what I did have was I had the responsibility of providing personnel to our cooking staff in the form of mess cooks. And what the mess cooks did was they scrubbed pots and pans, they cleaned a lot, they'd have to empty out dry stores and so on. But there was a lot of cleaning involved in their job. And there's a little rule in management or leadership that says you spend 90% of your time on 10% of the people. Not me. I'm not doing that. Either you get with the program or you get out of my world. That's it. And if you don't want to work on the buoy deck, if you don't want to do that stuff, there are plenty of dishes to be washed. I got to supply people, so there you go. Well, there was a second-class cook that thought I was a bully, thought I was mean, and we came at life from two different levels. I have to worry about essentially 18 kids, not killing them on the buoy deck. We're lifting 20,000-pound buoys in a seaway. We're lifting 20,000-pound sinkers. We're lifting chain, 1-inch chain that, oh my God, chain. And you could kill somebody in a second. Everybody needs to have their head in the game. And if you're not going to, you're going to wash dishes. Okay, so anyway, I'm sitting in the chief's mess one morning and tap, tap, tap on the door. It's CXO. Chief, you got a minute? I'm like, yeah, come on in. Well, right on his coattails, right on him, is this second-class cook. And he goes, I think we're not rotating the mess cooks like we're supposed to. And I said, really? And the cook comes flying around the corner, and he's got his commissary manual with it divided by his forearm. And he slides this manual in front of me, and then he starts finger poking. Right here, Chief, right here. And I'm like, whoa, 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 let me read. So I don't care how awkward it was, the silence and whatever. I read every word of what he was saying. And I said, well, I was completely ignorant of this fact until just now. And I said, who would you like to have as a mess cook? How about Josh? And now I get the head snap because he thinks I'm messing with him. And I'm like, no, let me make it up to you. Now Josh Willard, if God was going to grace me with a son, I'd want him to be just like Josh Willard. Big strapping kid, good looking, integrity, honesty, just a leader, great guy. And he was my bull. So for me to offer him up as a mess cook, I think that cook was wise to think that I was messing with him. So anyway, I have Josh pipe to the chief's mess, and I said, hey brother, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to mess cook for the rest of the day. And he said, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. I said, I'll make it up to you. I guarantee you I'll make it up to you. Okay. So he hops out, gets his apron on, and he starts scrubbing pans like the bull that he is. He just did. So now it goes all over the ship. Hey, Willard's in there mess cooking. You know, what did he do? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, you get the idea. There's a buzz on the ship now. So the next day, Josh is up, he's mess cooking. I grab my coffee and I go out to the buoy deck, because we always met out there. And that kid's out there. And he's kind of got a shit-eating smile on his face. And I said, what are you doing out here? And he goes, I'm on deck force now. And I said, no, you're not. Get in there and start washing dishes. Now let's do a training time out here so that you guys don't think like the cook does. I am not a bully and I'm not a meanie. But everybody gets a chance. When they come on board, all you got to do is try. That's it. You're not going to get on my list if you don't try. Or if you do try, rather. But this kid he wanted everything for free. He didn't want to be a mess cook, but he didn't want to be out there either. If he did, he would have showed me something. He would have, when he got his break, he'd come out and learn something. Or he'd ask one of the guys, because the guys always talk to me, hey, this guy's really showing some interest. And this happened on several occasions. Josh got me off of a couple guys. So anyway, I said, get back in there and start washing dishes. Less than 5 minutes, I'm piped to the XO stateroom. So I come down there, and the cook is standing outside the door, and the XO's kind of straddled his threshold there. And he goes, Chief, I thought we got this ironed out yesterday. And I said, we did. I said, where's your little manual at? I said, go get your manual. So he did, and I said, got it on the page? Yep, here you go. I said, who is in charge of making up the schedule for the mess cooks? Me. The Chief Master at Arms. Me. It doesn't say what the interval is. I gave the kid off last night, and now I'm rescheduling him to be a mess cook. So the XO goes, let me see that. And the XO goes, I think he's got you there. So we leave. And I go to the mess deck, and I said, the first class, who the second class worked for, I said, I need to talk to you boys. And so I said, since you like reading that commissary manual so much, I think you ought to read how much more the Chief Master at Arms is responsible for doing. It's responsible for inspecting you guys. And I could do that every day. I could inspect your dry stores, your reefers, your ovens. I give you guys respect. I think you guys do a good job. You don't need me in your world. But if you insist on coming into my world, I'll come into your world. You guys want to play? We can play. I have to make sure these kids don't get killed out here. The worst thing that kid's going to do is maybe not clean a pan well enough, and you guys can correct that. If you guys want to get him out of mess cooking, get him motivated to get out on the buoy deck. But don't get into my world. So he did get into my world a couple more times, but just real small, nothing like this. But anyway, that's my story. I'm dying to hear what you guys think. I have had people tell me that I would not make it in today's Coast Guard, and I'm probably in agreement with them. I think guys like me, you know, everybody needs a hug and all that stuff instead of just being held accountable for being a grown man. I've had mothers come up with tears in their eyes saying, I don't know what you did to him, but thank you. And I'm like, well, I make him pick up his dirty underwear and his socks and make his bed. That's it, you know, and it's just making young men become men. So anyway, give me your thoughts on it. I'm dying to see this. All right. Have a great day. I'll catch you on the next video.